Hey guys, so I will be training, I was going to say with my brother, but kind of. We are doing kind of different lifts, but some are going to be together. But yeah, if you guys want to say hi.
Hey,
Yeah, you guys were so sweet in your guys' messages on our last video together. And yeah, I'm also really excited. I love training with my brother. I was actually talking to him about that the other day of like just really thanking him for helping me, start my journey with lifting weights and stuff. Because I told him, I remember when I went up to him and asked him, to help me because I did want to do it. And kind of was making me think about the whole process, my whole fitness journey and, the times where I did want to get started. Because I think it was like I want to say like seventh or eighth grade. This was when there was like magazines, and you would look at them. And so I used to see a lot of those fitness models of, them being all fit and what they recommended. And I was just like, oh, okay, so I just have to do a bunch of crunches and a lot of lunges and, just wanting to get started. I was like, I want to look like that. I really do. So I was doing like all the exercises they were saying and I was seeing like no results. And it used to really bum me out because I'm like, geez, like, maybe it's just me, maybe I just don't have the genetics for it, or maybe I just am not as good as them, and maybe I'm not trying hard enough, and I would just get so down on myself. And I think to the point I just kind of gave up on that. I was like, you know what? I guess that's just not me. Like, I guess I can't look like that. And I think this was during the time when my brother was barely getting into it. And I just also didn't like pay too much attention to it because I will say when you see like, I mean, I guess for me, seeing a guy do it, you're just like, oh, well, they're a guy. It's so easy for them to gain muscle, or something. But when he was starting to help my little sister, because she wanted to get into it, and when I saw like her results, I was like, whoa, just like a huge bicep, like, just like seeing the muscle, because I was always, inspired by that. And I would be like, wow, like they are so cool. Like I admire my siblings so much and their passion, and they did inspire me. But even though they, were doing it, I saw it, I didn't really tell myself, oh, you can do that, because I brought myself down mentally. I looked at them and I looked at myself. I'm like, I can't do that. Like, that's not possible for me. Like, I tried, or at least I told myself that. I thought I tried, but I think I got tired of my own excuses, and I was just like, you know what? I feel like I just probably didn't have the right tools. And that's the thing, right? Like, there's two things that are super important with anything is having the right tools to get yourself there, but also believing in yourself. And if you have those two things, I honestly think you're unstoppable. And when my brother was helping me starting to lift and everything, and the results that I was seeing, like, that was so addicting, because it's almost like I proved to myself, it's like, it wasn't that you weren't capable, you just were, trying to do things in the dark and trying to hope something was going to happen. And it was never that, I didn't have the, right things in my corner. Like, it's just like we can come up with the excuses, or maybe it was just because we didn't know how to go about it. And I wanted to share that with you because if you're in a spot where you're trying so hard and you're not seeing anything, maybe it's just the way you're going about it. Maybe it's not the right way. Maybe there's some things that you're probably not doing correctly, and that's okay. Like, we all kind of stumble there, but don't stop there, because if you stay there, you're going to start talking to yourself. You're going to start talking down to yourself, thinking you're just not good enough. You can't ever get there, when that is not the case at all. And sometimes, you really need to tell yourself, you got to believe in yourself. And then when the tools are presented to you and you believe in yourself, like, don't ignore that. Sometimes those things won't be presented at the same time, but when they are, the results are crazy. And that's what I told them right now, is just like, that's why I'm still doing this, because the results are just too addicting, right? Like, people know that, like, you guys that watch this, that when we get in the gym, we're getting stronger, we're looking better. It's like, why would we not enjoy that, you know? And then that's why it implies for everything. Because not only in the gym, like let's say, yeah, I didn't know what I was doing, but I really wanted it. That goes for anything, you know, like anything you want to do. Don't just quit. Maybe you just didn't have the right tools. Or maybe you do have the tools, but you need to believe in yourself to get started. You know, so just a fun little rundown of the little fitness journey, you know, and it wasn't all just, you know, uphill. It was a learning process I had to learn. And, you know, I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it because it really did show me a lot about myself, and I grew a lot. And yeah, it's just been a fun process ever since. So that's why, like, I've always told my brother I appreciate him always believing in me. Because, I mean, imagine if I went to him and he was just like, oh, you can't do that. I've seen you. You gave up on yourself, so I'm going to give up on you too. You know, it's really amazing when you have people that see that potential in you. And it's really just amazing when you then see it in yourself. And I feel like that is so rewarding when you do, because, and that's why I've told you guys that I'm so excited to coach other people, because for them to have that like aha moment, like, wow, I had that potential all along, I just didn't know. And it's just like, yes, like that's what I want so bad, because I was there, you know. And you do sometimes need that person to like know and believe in you and show you like, hey, like don't feel overwhelmed. Because sometimes too we feel so overwhelmed thinking, and we look at like the end result and we're like, man, I can't ever get there. Look at me now. Like I'm not that strong. I can barely lift, you know, like so much. And but you do need that person sometimes telling you, hey, little by little, look how far you've come. That is amazing. And then look where you are now, you know. And that's like the whole point with everything in our lives, that we can't just look at the end result. We need to know, is each day you're getting closer to your goals. That is like the goal right there, you know. Enjoy the journey and enjoy that you're getting there. And that's why I emphasize to you guys so much, if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like, oh, I don't see anything, don't give up. Don't give up. And that's why I'm telling you guys, sometimes that's why, I mean, I like sharing my journey, because maybe you were never presented this kind of information and you just thought, oh, I need to do it this way and to see this result. And if you don't, then you think it's over, and it's not. But anyways, that's something I just wanted to share before we go inside. But anything you want to add, Arnold? I'm just like,
Yeah, that was really well said. Yeah, I always believed in you since day one. Even when we were training in the garage and I saw you, you know,
I mean, he still tells me, he's like, are you sure you don't want to compete? Like,
yeah,
he tells me, he's like, you'll do amazing. And I'm just like, no, no, no. Like, I mean, I'm still hard on myself. I mean, we're human. And I just know, like, you know, because I think I'm saying, like, I see the progress. I'm like, man, I still have a lot that I'm getting better at. And maybe that's something that, you know.
the reason why I tell you is because I feel like you would do very well. You know,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that if I didn't think you would do well. And of course, it's when I always tell people, it's something you have to want to do it to compete. It's hard, you know, to
Yeah.
go through the whole process, and it's a journey, and it's a process. So I told her, if you are wanting to do it, and I will support you 100%, because I think you would do very well, and I think you will be very surprised
Probably.
how you do, and I think it'll be a nice little, you know,
Yeah.
thing that you can say that you did, and I think you will like it.
I think that is the fun part, is like surprising yourself. Because I know me, during this whole cut that you guys have followed me with, like I was getting surprised every time with like how I was looking. And it is really exciting, you know, because I think that's why I'm like, you don't even like, you know, when other people judge you and they say, oh, this is your potential. I'm like, you yourself don't even know your own potential. You know, how is someone else going to tell you that? You know, so that's why sometimes I do think it is something I will probably always have in the back of my head, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of time people have these self-limiting beliefs that
Yeah.
they can't do something, so they just shoot themselves in the foot before they even start.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, if you don't, a lot of times you just don't have the knowledge to do it, or you don't
Mhm.
have the right tools. So as long as you have the right tools and the knowledge comes, you're gonna be, yeah, like I was said, unstoppable,
Yeah.
because there's nothing stopping you at that point, because you have everything you need.
Yeah.
You have the support group, you have a support system, you have the tools, the knowledge, you have a system that will help you, and that you cannot fail, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that's very important.
Yeah.
So,
And like I tell you guys, I just want you guys to like reach your goals so bad. And that's why too, not only am I doing like the one-on-one coaching, my brother is too, because I think that's something that, you know, we both are just so passionate about. Like, I don't even know. Like, it's just because look at him just helping me and like not ever giving up on me and all that stuff. Like, so I know a lot of guys that watch this, if you feel comfortable going to a guy to help you one-on-one, please contact my brother. I'll put his Instagram in my description again because, and then tell me your guys' progress. Like, you don't know how excited I get when you guys tell me like your guys' like progress in the gym and seeing results that you never thought were possible. Or when I give you a tip and you use it and you think like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe I didn't think about that. Like that makes me so happy. Like you don't like maybe you do see it because it does really make me happy. So yeah, like I am already gonna be helping a lot of girls for the upcoming year, like the New Year's, you know, and I'm so excited. And their husbands are actually really wanting to do it, but they have expressed like, I think I do want a guy, and I said I know the perfect person because like my brother is the one that has helped me. I always think it's nice to always have someone to help you because sometimes you guys know, I even tell you guys, I get in my own head. So I can imagine you guys too. Like we're human, right? So he's helped me be like, okay, let's look at the progress, you know, let's look at this. And it honestly just helps. So yeah, if you guys want, please contact him. He's amazing. I mean, he's helped me reach goals I didn't even think were possible. And with my knowledge of what he's helped me is what I'm also trying to share with you guys too. So at the end of the day, like we're gonna get there. I don't want you guys to ever give up on yourselves. That's the hugest thing. So if it's just you watching these videos, if it's you guys reaching out, wanting that one-on-one help, like whatever that is, and if you're reaching your goals and you're getting closer, like I am so happy for you and so excited. Oops. Okay, we're starting off with lat pull downs because I want to somewhat train with my brother. So he's starting off with lat pull downs first. I usually start with chest. But another thing to keep in mind, so, you know, write down your guys' weight you're doing with your lifts, but when you switch it up, your body's gonna be more fresh, so you might be stronger. So always keep that in mind. You know what I mean? So we are feeling pretty good with lat pull downs, but we usually do this like on our third exercises. So that is something that I always like to keep in mind. Oh yeah, 60. Yeah, would not been able to lift that. He's lifting more than my body weight. Okay. Felt good. Yeah, felt good.
I went up after. I want to see you do this again, but do it with less weight. Just like to see if you can do it more vertical.
Oh,
Can I show you what I mean?
yeah.
This is the way.
Okay, so you guys probably can't hear him because he's not mic'd up, but he's telling me I should try to go a little more upright. And it's funny because I don't notice it, but that's why it's always good to record yourself.
You kind of lean down. It's like
Yeah.
curve like this. What I want you to do is more like here and just think of moving your elbows down.
Okay. So we're gonna try a little more upright.
Like just a little bit, just to clear your head.
Yeah.
Instead of coming.
Okay.
Um,
Try it. You guys let me know if you see the difference.
Sometimes the elbow figure it out. Yes, like that. Yeah, like that. Yeah, come back. You come down. Yep, like that. Yep, that's it.
Interesting. Okay. You guys let me know what you think too, like how it looks. But no, I feel
The more you work in the upper back and rumble weight
yeah.
stuff, so this one kind of actually relies more.
Okay, last time I was able to do 5 reps with this weight. I think that's the fun part when you know what your potential is, and then you try to see if you can just aim for it again or even get better. And I'll tell you guys a little secret, or I don't even know if that's a secret, more of a embarrassing story. I didn't used to write down my weight of like my strength and stuff, and it was funny because now that I was looking back, like I told you guys years before, I wasn't really seeing much progress, and I think it's because I was blinded with showing myself that I wasn't getting stronger, but as long as I didn't see it, I didn't think about it. And it's kind of like how people feel with finances. Some people actually don't like seeing how much money they have in their bank account because, or like their bills, and they just keep piling up. But they're like, as long as I ignore it, they don't exist, right? I guess unintentionally, I was doing that with my weight in the gym. Like I would just not write it down, would not think about it. I'm like, oh, I felt like I had a good workout, so we're fine. And then ever since I adjusted my training, started to write down what weight I was doing, and then seeing it slowly progress. Like it started becoming exciting just doing that on its own. So don't be like me, how I was, and just ignored it and just hoped. Like I think I did my best, and that's why too. It helps when you're too hard on yourself because you probably actually hit PRs and you're just like, oh, I didn't even think I did that amazing. So there's always a good way to think about it, and maybe if anything, just self-reflect on the reasons why you do something. So we do it so that we can see our progress and it be not so, it just be down on paper, not be like, oh, did I have one? It's just like, whoa, you did. You hit PRs, and we have been hitting PRs. Okay, let's go ahead and see how much we can do. While double checking. That's funny. So we did that for 4 reps instead of 5. So just a few factors keeping in mind. So I usually start with this first. So I'm really like fresh. So this is our second exercise because we started with lat pull downs. So there's that. And then I actually forgot what level, because you can move this, going more forward or back. I actually forgot what level I had it. So that's probably something I need to write down in my notes because of this specific machine. And just to see, because you don't want it too back, you guys, where you can hurt yourself. So you need to find that nice middle range. And I'm not going to lie, I kind of forgot where I had it when I usually use this. So just like other little details that are just going to help you in the long run, and it'll personalize to you and what machines you're using and all that stuff. Because you don't need to have, there's a trick. I forget what it is. Like, man, what is it? It'll come to me. You shouldn't, I guess I'm saying is like, you shouldn't be setting yourself up where it's like dangerous and you're going to push off, I want to say I actually had a 1 notch higher. And so it was harder just to initiate that first rep because my shoulders were way back. But these are little things, right? Like you just tweak, and only you know all those little details. But sometimes that is the fun part. And when you're working out your program and stuff, like these little details. But I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna go ahead and, since we only do that for 4 reps, I'm going to just drop it by 5 pounds and see what we do with that. So I'll see you guys for the next exercise. I need to adjust the camera accordingly because it's pretty dark in our gym, but it's not always, so it depends. But also, when I was doing our like intro and the part talking, my camera ran out of memory, so I had actually abrupted really awkward, but I made more memory. But just in case you guys were wondering why it ended like that, I forgot to address it when we were doing that pull downs because I was like, yeah, let's let's do the lat pull down. So let's get into workout. But anyways, let's do the side laterals too. And then after this, we have arms. Yeah, and then make sure you count when you're doing single arm stuff or single leg things, so you can make sure you do it on the same for each side. Right now, Arnold's doing one-legged leg press. I did those actually yesterday. Those are amazing for your glutes. So that's something I incorporated recently. I don't think I've shared with you guys, but yeah, that one's been fun. And yeah, I think we just have some arms left. So let's see what is open, because I want to do, let's see, I don't know if I want to do dumbbell curls or we're going to do hammer with the rope, hammer curls. So yeah, I don't know. It's pretty busy. I mean, you guys know it's that time of year almost. So, and then, oh, hold on. I was going to talk, but I was going to say, see, that's why it is interesting, because even though but now looking back, because I look back, yeah, I had the notch a little too far back. It kind of just disadvantaged me. But, you know, understanding like, okay, let's just keep going. And then technically still hitting PRs, because this one is an extra rep that I wasn't able to do before. So that's a PR. And so it's fun to see that those little things matter. And that's why I said sometimes you get in your head and it's just nice. That's why I say use the tools to your advantage. Just how when you're tracking, like to me, it brings a peace of mind that I can eat the foods I eat and I know it's just going towards my goals and not worrying like, oh man, am I gonna, get fatter? Am I gonna just, is this even going, like, and just start like stressing about it. You got to understand the more knowledge you have, the better you're going to feel, because you can use it for you and not feel like it's against you. So fun to know that, yeah, maybe the way I set up, it can, that's why too, when you're trying a new exercise, you're going to be weak at it. And then when you hit that same one again, you're going to get stronger. So if you set it up differently, it's going to be different. So keep those things in mind. And I'm telling myself that too. But all those little adjustments matter, even when you do a notch with the bench, that matters. Okay, let's do the flies. I love flies. So let's have some fun with flies. That sounds funny. Okay, I did one extra rep for that set too. So I'm going to write that down and just keep that in mind when we, do our exercises again for next time. It's honestly, it feels like a game. And I think that's why it's addictive. So, I like playing video games. I feel like I'm playing one in the gym too. So let's see what's next. Okay, yeah. 2 exercises. I forgot. I know I get it. I said I had arms left, but I forgot we had this. And that's another reason why you should write things down. Oh my gosh. Because then you will forget. And when I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, we have fly next. The reason why I didn't want to use it is because someone was already on it. So just waiting, because I do like this machine. Okay, so this is my second set. And I added some more weight. So I added 1.5 for the first set, because when I was doing like my working up set, I was like, okay, this actually feels pretty good. So we hit a PR for the first set, but then I'm like, I feel like we can add a little bit more. So technically we are going up in 3 pounds compared to last lift of doing these. So that's exciting. That means, arms are getting stronger. Arms are gonna, like, I'm getting more muscle. So we'll go ahead and do this set and see how much we can do it. I did last set uh, let's see, 7 reps with a PR. So I'm gonna aim for that again because they felt really good. Okay, that was 6 reps. Those felt really good. Man, okay, and then we just have triceps and then we'll do some posing. I'm gonna see if Arnold help me with my posing again because I need it. I need it because I'm like not taking advantage of, understanding how to pose because then I can, utilize my physique in the best way possible with the posing. So I definitely want to grab as much from that as possible while he's here. Okay, last thing, and then we'll do some posing, which I'm really excited about. So last set, and I don't know if I've showed you guys this one, but this one I've been in love with. The stability is amazing. Yeah, because I think I showed this on Instagram, but not on YouTube. And I've been super in love with these because my brother actually was like saying, "Hey, have you tried these?" Because I usually do it with one, and then he's like, "Do it both," and then I was just like, "Yeah, if you have the cups, which I do, but I forget to bring them to put your arm through and your wrist. I'll bring them next time and I'll show you guys. But the stability is crazy. It's funny, like try something out and then you just see for yourself. Because I'm like, I didn't think it was gonna be like, whoa, like because also, let's be honest, both cables are not usually open, but when they are, it's nice. So when you do it and the stability you have with just both of them is amazing. Like it's so nice. And before, I would just use one. And but anyways, you guys know the stability is super important. You're just gonna progress way nicer and not have to worry about other factors and then fatigue when all that stuff. But anyways, I won't go into too much detail. I feel like this video might be actually pretty long. So let's go ahead and do some posing. Oh, I thought I had my headphones and I was all touching them. Okay. Phantom effect. Yeah, I noticed, yeah, I needed to spread my Arnold's in back helping me out. Yeah. It makes the waist look smaller. But it's just funny because it's like I know that, but I just don't know how to do it. Right. See, like I need to create, and then also when I don't even have a mirror, yeah, I wouldn't know how to.
That's true. That's good that you tilt the hips a little bit. That makes your waist look towards the side.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah, it's good.
Trying to make.
Doing that makes your waist look smaller already.
What do you guys think? Waist normal?
Yeah, waist smaller.
Funny, but yeah, these things matter.
Yeah, just a little bit, like a little squat, a little bit. Yeah. My knees a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, my legs.
Forget to like suck in, but it does a big difference when I do. But I forget.
There's two different. You can do the crunch. You have the abs.
I like do the crunch if you have the abs. Suck in.
Really doing both. So
Yeah.
do the crunch and then you can do the vacuum. They're two different looks.
Okay. Oh,
Your back foot do stretch your back. Bend the knee a little bit. Depth it on there. Yeah.
need to bend my knees more.
I think a little too. I'm probably trying to be like a little bit. Like a little lean.
A little lean. So not like this. Okay. It's a little. That's another one from the side. I mean, oh, side chest. Oh, other arm. Yeah, and then side chest. And then maybe I'll do the other side. Okay.
I'm not proud to my chest, and you can do abs and create those leaks.
Yeah.
You can have your arms going, you can squeeze down, you can show your obliques. Still keep.
Oh, that is cool.
If you have big abs, like really crazy oblique, you can do that. Or you can do like more vacuuming.
Yeah.
Like help Schwarzenegger that way.
Oh, okay.
Or crunch. It's like, well, cool.
I'm going to repeat just in case you guys can't hear him. I don't have him mic'd up, actually, I should. But he's saying, yeah, if you have obliques, show that off. But if not, then you got to do the vacuum. So it's like all those little details. It's really cool to notice. They all matter. You don't like when someone's posing and you don't think about it, but all those little things they're doing is adding to it. So let's do some back poses. Oh yeah, remember I need to. Oh, wait, I see it. Oh, like this? For bikini, you wouldn't do the flexing the glutes, but for bodybuilding, you would. Oh, like right here. Yeah, I carry a lot of fat on my hamstring, so it's gonna be amazing if one day we can see them. What's another one? Ooh. See, but the glutes need to be flexed.
Yeah.
See, I'm like sticking them out because my hips going back. So you want the flex. I feel like that looks funny. I guess you're right. Everything is getting flex except the glutes, so do them too. Woo. I like that one. I don't know if that's all of them.
You do this one already? One where you do like this?
Oh no, I haven't.
I think you have to do the opposite one. You do like this.
Oh yeah, I haven't done that one.
Back.
Wait, how did you do it again?
Well, there's two. The one the front.
Yeah.
Front one you can do the same like yeah. Just like twist your body. Yeah. Make it the opposite. It's like this like.
And then opposite. Oh yeah. Wait.
You can have your arm, your front arm, you can use like this. Yeah, absolutely.
That's
And
fine.
then you can do the, and then just tilt.
Oh, it just tilts a little bit.
Yeah, you can do the, yeah, and then do the pose.
Do the what?
And then pose. Yeah.
Whew.
It's better already.
What do you guys think? Arn says it looks better already. Wow.
Hey, yes, it does. That's great.
Yeah. I just don't know how other people are posing and they're not falling down.
It's, you know,
Because I mean, I feel like I'm falling down. Yeah. Ooh, that is funny. But yeah, if I was competing, I would be practicing this after every workout session. Like, you know,
yeah, someone practice like the vacuum and stuff. That's practical too.
I think one time I was practicing with them. Forgot. It's hard.
I even type like this, like that's about we do this.
Oh yeah, that one.
That's the one. Yeah. Yeah, just be like this. Yeah, like that. Yep. You kind of flex the forearms. You know. I should look buff on this one.
I look buff. Am I even doing this right? Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, kind of like, yeah, exactly. Look at the pose on you, actually.
Oh, what do you guys think? Do you guys like that pose? What is it called?
I don't know.
I know, right?
Oh, it's an 80.
Man, honestly, these poses are sometimes interesting names
Yeah, I don't know.
that I've seen.
Like, modify type that.
Yeah. Ooh, it's a workout.
Oh, you're gonna do a most muscular, hands on hip.
Oh yeah, I like doing this one.
You can do that grab thing right there. Never has to go too high. You want to cover your chest.
Oh yeah, okay. I was covering.
Yeah, no, a little higher than that.
Right. Maxine, I forgot to flex my leg.
Always start from the bottom.
Crazy.
Just do the legs first.
Jeez.
Then you go into the yeah.
Okay, so up. I'm like, wait, I was gonna see the other one, but I don't know how to do it.
Well, you can put that first.
Oh no.
Let the legs first. That's when you do into the back here. Okay.
Wow. Okay. I mean, I think that's pretty much all of them.
And like that one.
I'm curious, actually, in the comments. Let me know your guys' favorite. What do you think when like is the absolute? You're like, oh man, that one's a cool one. I'm curious because I want to say my favorite is one of my back poses. I like those.
I think this was my favorite now that you did it.
Now that I did it.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen it. Arnold said he liked the one where I'm doing. Was it this one?
Your back is great.
So I don't know. Did I do it on this side? Oh wait, how's the feet?
Yeah.
Okay, well that'd be fun to look back. Oh, so okay, look better on the other side. Okay, guys, I think that's it. I will see you guys in the car. But yeah, that was fun. I'm glad that we ended it with posing and that Arna got to help me out. But it also just reminds me of like, you know, you got to start somewhere. You got to like, you're going to be a beginner. Everyone's a beginner at some point. You know what I mean? And it's nice to get help from someone that has a little more experience than you. And that way you can just, you know, get to your goal faster with like, for instance, for me, it's my posing. Like you guys know, I've been trying to practice my posing, but practicing it the wrong way it's like, what do I expect, for it to get better? So that's why it really helps with Arnold helping like tweaking those little things, because when it comes to posing, those details do matter. And, that's why it was funny when we were working out today, talking about the details too, that they do matter. And it's funny because those are your personal details of like how you set up the machine. You're like, okay, back to that machine and setting it up. Like those little details matter to each person directly. Like that's why someone may have a wider waist than someone may have nicer shoulder, and like tweaking it to look the best for them, and understanding that everyone's a little different, but utilizing your strengths and the things that complement you the best. And that, I think that's the nice thing, the unique thing about you embracing yourself and not always comparing, like saying, oh, that person, man, like they picked it up fast, or they did this, and just always thinking like you need to be at their same level, because you may have strengths that they don't realize that they have. But yeah, just kind of glad that you guys are just following along with the process, and hopefully one day we look back and my posing is just like looking really cool. But yeah, just get started. Don't be so hard on yourself, but remembering you having the right tools. Don't beat yourself up if you are just repeating the same things and not going anywhere. And just having to acknowledge that and not feel bad about it. And yeah, just having fun with it. Because I think that is the fun part, right? When you have the right tools, you have the motivation. Well, I say motivation because it kind of is like you're inspired. In one point of your life, you did get inspired to do something, and then you start. But then you get addicted to the results, and because you enjoy it, and that's why you stay with it. And that's what they call like discipline, but it's because you enjoy it. Like I want to say every training session is just really fun. Even when I have like a bad day or something, or even if my training session doesn't go exactly right, I still feel amazing after. But yeah.
Yeah, it's not gonna be 100% workout every session. So you're gonna
Yeah.
have sessions where they're not so good. I mean, it rarely happens, but when it does happen, you don't beat yourself up about it because it's just a drop in the bucket. Just get back. Usually, what happens to me if I have a bad workout, which is rare, but when it does happen, one session or two later, I have like amazing session. And it's just like and that kind of tells you that it's not a big deal because in the future you're gonna make up for it and it's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
So don't worry about it.
I like how training kind of just applies to life. Some days you're just gonna have really crazy days, and you're like, man, is my day is my life gonna get any better? And I think I've talked to you guys about that before we started the cut. It was about me realizing like, am I happy with my day-to-day life? Like, and if I wasn't, like, that's why I'm like, I need to do something about it. And realizing you're not stuck. And that goes with anything. Yeah, if you have a bad training session, you're not stuck there. You can do something about it. You're not stuck where you are in life, that you can do something about it. And I just love the comparisons you can do with that, because that's why lifting, me being in the gym has done so much for me mentally, because it has like just shown me what that can do outside of the gym, like you utilizing that for life. And that's why I'm just like, if you don't have the gym per se, I hope you have something else that kind of gives you that comparison, that you can like, sometimes you have to wake yourself up sometimes, and you have to tell yourself like, hey, it doesn't have to stay this way. And you've proved to yourself that if you do put in the work and you do have the right tools, things will change. And, that's the exciting part. So we'll go ahead and end it there. I think when we do videos together, it ends up being super long, but I hope you guys enjoy them. And yeah, like we'll do definitely more. And
Maybe like leave questions for us. So if we can do another
um,
one, might do another one soon. So because
yeah,
I'm still gonna be down. So
yeah, we'll try to do one more before he
if you
leaves.
guys want to ask questions for us, leave them down in the comments and we'll
Yeah,
answer them.
we'll go straight to the point.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Bye, you guys.